It was a sun-drenched afternoon in Sydney when Keith Urban pulled off what fans are now calling one of his sweetest surprises yet. The country superstar, known for his soulful lyrics and easygoing charm, took a rare break from touring and recording to plan something low-key but incredibly personal for his wife, Nicole Kidman, who had just turned 57. While the public is used to seeing the Oscar-winning actress on red carpets or deep in character on screen, this birthday revealed a different, more intimate side of the Hollywood power couple's relationship. Keith, who affectionately refers to Nicole as his baby girl, opted for an off-the-grid celebration that started far from the glamour of Beverly Hills or the bustle of New York. The day kicked off at a secluded beach not far from where Nicole grew up. Friends say he personally packed a picnic basket complete with fresh fruits, seafood from the local market, and a bottle of her favorite rosé. No assistants, no photographers, just the couple, the sea breeze, and a Bluetooth speaker playing a playlist curated by Keith himself, full of songs they've danced to over the years. Later in the afternoon, they headed inland to a private estate in the Southern Highlands, where Keith had secretly arranged a small gathering of Nicole's closest family and lifelong friends. The home, nestled between rolling vineyards and lavender fields, was decorated in soft neutrals and warm candles. A live acoustic trio played mellow versions of classic Aussie rock and American country hits. Despite the luxury of the surroundings, everything about the celebration was intentionally simple and heartfelt. What caught the attention of guests most, however, was the way Keith beamed each time Nicole laughed. Dressed in a flowing cream-colored sundress and barefoot for most of the day, Nicole appeared the most relaxed she's been in months. Between her busy filming schedule and their frequent international travel, a moment like this, quiet, grounded, and wrapped in love, was clearly a treasured rarity. Later in the evening, as golden hour bathed the hills in amber light, Keith stepped up to a microphone placed discreetly under a canopy of string lights. "She is my world, my muse, and the reason I write the songs I do," he said. With that, he launched into a new unreleased track he wrote just weeks ago, titled "For You and Only You." It was a gentle ballad that drew audible sighs and quiet tears from the small crowd. Nicole, seated front and center, looked visibly emotional as she held his gaze for the entire song. It's not unusual for Keith to publicly express his love for Nicole. He's done it in award show speeches, interviews, and songs. But this was different. It wasn't for cameras or social media. In fact, not a single guest posted a photo until days later, when Nicole shared a single candid image, the two of them holding hands under the stars, captioned simply, "Grateful." Their daughters, Sunday and Faith, also played a big part in the day. According to insiders, the girls worked with Keith to compile a digital scrapbook with old photos, home videos, and handwritten notes telling their mom what she means to them. It was presented to her during dinner, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Nicole, who rarely discusses her family life in public, later told a friend that the gesture meant more to her than any award she's ever received. Even longtime friends of the couple said the energy that day was different, calm, joyful, and deeply intimate. It reminded everyone present of what matters most to them, not the fame or fortune, but the people who love you when the cameras are off. What made the outing particularly unexpected was its timing. With both stars in the thick of their respective careers, Nicole wrapping up a miniseries in Europe and Keith preparing for his upcoming Vegas residency, few anticipated they'd carve out this kind of moment together. But they did, and not in the form of a flashy yacht party or high-profile dinner in LA, but through authenticity, connection, and a love that continues to deepen after nearly 2 decades of marriage. As the night wound down and guests began making their way back to the city, Keith and Nicole remained behind, wrapped in a blanket on the back deck, sipping the last of the rosé and watching the moon rise. There were no words needed, just smiles, soft laughter, and the kind of quiet that only comes when two people truly feel at home in each other's presence. It was a birthday Nicole Kidman likely won't forget. Not because of any grand gesture, but because of the simple, soul-filled love that defined it.